Michael Cohen's testimony represented a confrontation that everyone had really been waiting for.
And you were actually obsessed with President Trump, weren't you?
At that time, I was knee-deep into the cult of Donald Trump.
He, for many years, was a Trump loyalist, Trump's fixer, Trump's attack dog, and now Cohen has turned against Trump.
You referred to President Trump as a dictator douchebag, didn't you?
Sounds like something I would say.
And he might be a person with a lot of impact on whether Trump goes to prison. Prosecutors wanted to present Cohen as someone that they could hinge their case on and who the jurors should believe, who could speak directly to what Trump knew about the hush money payment and the attempt to cover up that hush money payment in 2016 and in 2017. A big legal issue in the case is whether the hush money payment to Daniels in October 2016 was intended to influence the campaign and was motivated by the election, or was simply a payment by Trump to protect his family from embarrassment.
Now, after you learned from Dylan Howard and from Keith Davidson about the Stormy Daniels story and her wanting to publish that story and the conversation about purchasing that story, did you speak to Mr. Trump?
I did.
And what was his reaction?
He said to me, "This is a disaster, total disaster. Women are going to hate me. Guys may think it's cool, but this is going to be a disaster for the campaign."
And Cohen provided critical testimony to the prosecution's theory that this hush money payment was about the campaign. It was political.
He wasn't thinking about Melania. This was all about the campaign.
Even though this is a hush money case, the underlying charges are about falsifying business records, and Cohen testified that he knowingly did falsify the invoices that he was sending to the Trump organization.
What was the true purpose of this invoice and the subsequent invoices that you sent?
The reimbursement to me of the hush money fee, along with the red finch and the bonus.
Was this invoice a false record?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you continue to submit similar false invoices monthly through the month of December of 2017 so that you would receive those checks?
Yes, ma'am.
Trump's defense, of course, portrays Michael Cohen in an extremely different light. They frame him as someone who cannot be trusted, a serial liar, someone who's pled guilty to perjury and other federal crimes.
By speaking with the special counsel's office that day in August, that was a way for your voice to be heard, right?
Correct.
And they told you that lying to a federal agent was a federal crime?
I'm certain they did.
Now, they also asked you about the Trump Moscow project, and you lied to them, right?
It wasn't truthful. Yes. You want to call it a lie? I'll call it a lie.
Essentially, they're trying to paint him as an opportunist.
Fair to say that in the first few months after Disloyal was released, you had made about $2 million off that book?
Sounds correct.
Do you recall saying that you had wealth, but that you wanted power, the good life, public acclaim, big deals, fast cars, private planes, the excesses and the glamour and zest for life? Do you recall saying that?
Yes, sir.
There's a reason that Michael Cohen is the last witness that jurors will hear from in the prosecution's presentation of their case, because he is their star witness. What's next is for the defense to put on its own case. And we don't know too much about which witnesses the defense plans to call. One potential witness that everyone, of course, is talking about is Donald Trump himself. And there's this open question about whether he plans to take the stand in his own defense.